So we're sitting here with Santiago Solari. We just watched the World Cup game, and just want to talk to you a little bit. You played for a lot of coaches in your lifetime. We just watched Bosque win a championship. What made him such a great leader and coach?
I think he can see things. When he arrives, he can differentiate. How do you say that?
Differentiate?
Yes, very well. Which are the problems and which are the advantages that he takes in his hands, and he chooses to keep the good things and try to slowly get rid of the bad. And this is a very fair approach, I think. He's not imposing a system of his own or trying to be the best coach in the world or trying to demonstrate that he knows a lot. He's just doing what a good coach has to do. See the problems from outside and try to. Sometimes it's just tiny things that you have to change in order the team to work like this Spanish team. They were European champions. They had a great system with a group of players from Barcelona, and he didn't change much. He just did a few touches here and there, and he wasn't worried about what people may think about him, not reconverting the whole team.
Right.
He was focused on.
So his humility, he's a humble person that allows the players.
Very intelligent.
Yeah, very intelligent. So, but he's got a certain humility that allows the game is about the players for him.
Yeah, he believes in players. I think you can make a gross separation between coaches that believe in players and coaches that believe in the systems that they try to play. And Del Bosque is clearly believes in players. That doesn't mean he doesn't know about tactics.
Right. So you've had a great career, 18 championships, I think you said, 3 at River Plate, 2 league championships.
No, don't make me count them.
And La Liga, 3 Serie A championships, Super Copa, Intercontinental Cup, and I guess probably the crowning achievement is playing 97 minutes and having an assist in winning the Champions League final. So that team that was put together, and Del Bosque got let go, and Real Madrid has never returned, to those glories. And so what kind of did he do with the tremendous egos of Zidane, and how did he get those guys to maybe subjugate?
The other day, Johan Cruyff had a phrase about Del Bosque. He said that he seems to have two left hands. Do you know have a left hand? It means the same in English that in Spain. Being left-handed, with that they mean that he puts eyes on every situation. It's like a very calming influence to manage every situation, not just the football situations, but tener mano izquierda, we say in Spanish. Okay. Maybe it's not the literal translation. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Not just in the team, but with the press and with the relationship with the bosses. Everybody has bosses. Right. The coach has the president on the club and the president of the federation.
Right.
So he manages all of these very, very well, all of these situations.
Like you said, he has a very big picture concept of the team, not just
little.
He can make the little adjustments, but his focus is on the big
he hides behind the scenes. He doesn't.
Right.
He doesn't like to be on front. The team is the
focal point. Right.
Exactly.
So looking back now, and this is 15, 16 years now of being a professional. Probably looking back during that time at Real Madrid was a very special time for you.
It was the most special time in my career. I mean, every moment in the career of a professional football player has you have good and bad memories about everything. But the most successful one, if you want, in a personal level and in a collective level, was in Madrid. Even though in Italy we won 3 championships out of 3.
Right.
But we never reached the football level that we reached with Real Madrid, and that is very special for me, because I like in a certain way of playing football. I believe in this way, and in Italy it was the opposite. So I learned a lot as well, because I learned that you can win with different weapons. But I enjoy it much more, and I think people enjoy it much more the way Spain plays now.
And very similar to how you played in Madrid.
Of course,
beginning of the decade.
Very similar, trying to build up the plays from behind, and not just trying to not just trying to win, but trying to win in a certain way, and trying to keep the ball in your possession.
So now, like you said, we're 15 years into your professional career. Probably only a few years left here.
Yes, that's a shame, isn't it?
But you made a decision when you were 18 that most international football players wouldn't make when you were 17, and that you decided to go to university in the United States, which is kind of unheard of in the world. Nobody else has ever done it.
Risky idea.
Risky idea, yes.
So from an Argentinian point of view, and for a guy my age at that time, it was, I mean, most of the players are trying to make their first steps in first division at 16, 17, going away from all that. Or even if it wasn't a very long period, but going away is difficult. You don't know if you will have that opportunity again.
So it was a risky decision. And again, I coached that team, obviously, and I look at where I was as a coach and the level that there was Division III soccer in the United States, and even the level in 1994 was much different than it is now. But let's talk about maybe what that decision, maybe from a soccer development, it wasn't a great choice, but how has that decision aided?
That decision was very good in every aspect. It was risky about my professional career, or what I wanted to do, that was play professional level. In every other aspect, it was, before doing it, it was already positive, because I knew I was going to learn so many things. New ways of life, meeting new people, getting to know a new culture, and in a very special place like the college, not just going and living in an American city. And it was very, very influential in my life, and very good, and a fantastic experience that I recommend anyone to have, knowing it's very difficult to do it.
Is so many players are forced to go away in a professional environment that's not as, I guess, nurturing. People aren't looking out for you as much as your personal development. So there's a certain maturity that happens. I mean, going away later served you when you went to Madrid and you had to learn a new culture, because you've already done that. And so if Dad, I want to go to the U.S. and play for Tim, you'd be like, that?
Yes,
okay.
Of course.
All right. So I
think for somebody else, for Tim, for sure.
So I think I just got my first verbal commitment from a 4-year-old.
Okay, you have
history. If somebody had the opportunity to go to college, that there's development different from soccer that was beneficial throughout your lifetime. Okay. So we think will we see you in the U.S. here anytime in the next few years?
I don't know. Hopefully, if I don't retire soon. No, I love football. I like it, and I would like to play football until I feel I can do it at a certain level, and I'm being able now. I feel alright. So I don't know. Maybe next year or the other. I don't know.
You might as well end up where you started, right?
Who knows? Who knows? I can't study anymore, so I can't go to university. Do you think they would accept me?
I think we must be able to work something out.
Okay. With my level of English as well.
Your English is fantastic, much better than my Spanish, which consists of compromise, right?
Okay.
Well, Sonny, thanks again for. It was great to watch the final with you and share that with you. And now that you're a Spanish citizen, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Always an Argentinian.
Well, no, I'm both, so I can choose.
So.